Hey, real estate agents and those out there in social media land. This is Dawn Connors with the question, can you buy a home if you are not a U.S. citizen? All right, let's get started. But before we do, please like, subscribe, and share out this YouTube channel. We would love that. So the answer is yes, and it depends. So let's talk more about that. If you are not a U.S. citizen, that means that you do not have a green card status and you don't have your citizenship status. So if you are not, maybe you're here on a work visa or some sort of temporary visa. Did you know there's over 30 types of visas? And you could check the Department of Homeland Security for questions on those visas and what each one of them means. But what we need from you is a copy of your visa and any information that you have on your work status. In other words, what you'll need to know is three things: the expiration date of your visa, are you working on renewal, and what's that process like, and have you had prior renewals, and to get that information over to me with a copy of the front and back of your visa. So as I said before, there's about 30 different types, over 30, of visa statuses. So it could be H-1B, C-9, C-6, to name a few. So it's extremely important that you pre-plan and that you get this information over to your lender before finding a house so that they can evaluate yes or no, you cannot buy a house. The truth of the matter is there's about 50%, I would say, of work visas that do not allow you to buy a home, and 50% or so that do. The reason for this, though, is because if you are a temporary citizen, if you're a temporary worker, I should say here, in a non-permanent resident alien or not a citizen, then you could leave our country, you could leave the United States and leave the mortgage and let it go into foreclosure. So a lender really cares about what is the probability of default. What is the risk probability that they are going to lose this house into foreclosure and not have you pay on their mortgage. So their big concern is you leaving the country because you have no obligation to stay, or you get kicked out of the country and you leave this house on their hands. And that's definitely not what they want. They don't want that. They're not here to be renters and landlords. They want to have a mortgage with you and you to make your payments. So for this and other information, the most important thing is to get your visa over to me so I can check the status of it and the code that that visa has, front and back side, and then any changes and anything, the expiration date, pending renewals, and prior renewals. Again, that would be the most helpful. This is Dawn Connors at Mortgage One. Make sure that if you're in the Midwest, I can usually lend throughout Ohio, Michigan, Florida, and some other states. So if you have a question for me, let me know and I'll let you know if I can lend in that state. And talk to your local lender as well about what are your options for buying a house if you are not a U.S. citizen. Thanks for watching.